All right, let's see what's buzzing in real estate right now.
Rental arbitrage.
Doing rental arbitrage.
Arbitrage deal.
And I just ripped the concept of rental arbitrage.
Motivated! Dedicated!
Whoa. Hey, David. Yeah, we need to scrap the rental arbitrage thing. Everybody's doing it. What? I should still do it? Just tell them things no one else is talking about. No, I'm not going to sell them a course. I know everybody does that. Let's talk about rental arbitrage without the sales pitch.
Bing bang.
Nice flipping choice. What's up, you arbitrage aficionados? It's Garrett Brown from the Nice Flipping Choice channel. Back again with another arbitrage video, which I'm sure you have not seen anybody cover this topic at all.
Your particular assignment is considered G14 classified. Now,
I have been a realtor for over 6 years and an investor in Texas, and I've helped a ton of people find places that they can actually do this. The one thing that I am not usually very good at and is not in my personality is the sales pitch portion. That is the toughest part about rental arbitrage to even know. I'm gonna give you a few tips that I've seen others use be successful with this, and at the very end, I'm gonna give you an alternative that you don't even need the sales pitch for. State regulations and local regulations from county to county and anywhere around are very different from each other, so I highly recommend you research in your local areas. I'm in the Houston area, so my ideas might be completely different a few counties over. My advice is work with a real estate agent in the area that knows about these things, or try to find a mentor in the area that has done this themselves and try to put in a little sweat equity to bring value to them. Now, my first tip is use RedX for their Furbo leads. No, not Verbo, Furbo, not Furby, FRBO, for rent by owner. Now, I have no affiliation with them. They do not sponsor me, anything like that. I've just used their leads before on different sides of real estate, from expireds to for sale by owners and others like that. And I know their Furbo numbers are actually pretty good. Basically, RedX is a company that scrapes data all over the internet when new people pop up. For rent by owner is somebody that has their property up for rent that is not usually listed with an agent. One caveat to this is there's a good bit of time that you'll hit them up and they may actually be an agent themselves and they're not putting under their brokerage because they own it. That's a whole nother thing, but we're not even gonna discuss that now. But a lot of the leads are pretty good here. If they're trying to rent it out themselves, there may be a lot of different things that they're missing out. They may not be able to know some of the opportunities that are out there, and they're probably not even on the full MLS because that's who you usually use an agent to get on. You can pay flat fees and get on the MLS sometimes, but these are usually pretty hot leads that might be sitting there that you might be able to talk to and use your rental arbitrage, dang it, sales pitch. Now, there is a setup fee when you do go with RedX for the very first time. I think it's about $150 or something like that. I never paid it because there's some YouTubers out there that have like affiliate links, like Ricky Caruth, who's pretty good, that I did get the setup fee waived when I went through his link. I don't know if it's still active. I haven't checked in a while. Great promotion for a lot of RedX, so I'm sure there's someone out there, just do a little research, you can save a little money.
So you're just sprinkling on. It's a little flourish.
Don't come after me, RedX. I'm a man of the people. I'm just helping. Now, my second tip is look on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and in Facebook groups. Now, these all probably sound dated, and rightfully so, because that's actually what you're looking for. Facebook groups can move pretty quickly, but I've definitely gotten for sale by owners off of Craigslist before, surprisingly. They actually thought they would sell their house on Craigslist.
2 of them, actually.
And if you go look in some of these sections, there might be direct owner contacts that you can possibly reach out, and it may be small landlords, small mom and pop apartments, other things like that. These are just good places to look because if they're posting in any of these, then there's a good chance that they're not in some of the big shot sites and they maybe just don't know about them, or they think this may be their best method. You might be able to come in, earn a little more profit for them, give them a guaranteed rent, and y'all can form a beautiful relationship. Now, one thing I do want to put out there too as well is beware of scams with this. Don't just meet someone, verify as much as you can on the phone before, see if they really even know what they're talking about. Verify the records of the owner if you can, especially if you're a female, be extra careful, and don't just send money unless you have validated actual ownership. Just look out for that. Now, my third tip is you might want to use an agent. Now, there's some weird negative connotation out there that agents are all sleazeballs, or did I just use the word sleazeball? I don't know how I feel right now, but I feel like a good percentage of agents out there are pretty damn good. There's some that slack off, not gonna lie. It's probably 50-50, I would say. I would find a short-term specialist agent and see if there's any areas that you don't know about that you might be able to look into to possibly do some rental arbitrage, or where some good midterm rental places might be that you can talk about. See if you can help the agent get some of these commissions off of this, or figure out a system with them on how they can also get paid, or you'll be a great referral source source for them because usually agents don't want to move too fast when you start talking apartments and things like that, unfortunately. But there are some that are some movers and shakers, and they're probably newer that will be willing to try to figure this out even if they don't know. So you might want to give them a shot. Now, my fourth tip is don't cheap out on the furniture. Now, this goes against probably what you're thinking being low cost, but similar to my love life, you go cheap once, you end up buying twice, maybe even 3 times, who knows at this point. If you buy the main things cheap and people are on them all the time and they're starting to break down, you're gonna have to end up buying them 2 or 3 times before you end up finally buying the more expensive piece of furniture because it's just gonna last longer. Anything that is a mainstay, sofa, bed, main chairs, anything that people are gonna be in and out of constantly, you wanna try to get as sturdy of furniture as you can. Get sturdy, hey, get sturdy. Even if you have to go commercial grade, that might be a good move for you. If you're only having like a studio or a 1-bedroom or something smaller, just get good quality furniture. Don't worry about the commercial grade too much. Now, if all you can get is low-end furniture or refurbished off of Facebook Marketplace or something like that, then do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you, and you might be able to make it happen with the cash flow to end up getting some new furniture in, which would, I'm sure, be the goal because you're wanting to reinvest in your company, right? But if you can make the more expensive furniture happen from the get-go, especially the important pieces, you'll save money in the long run, I promise. Now, my alternative is house hacking. A lot of people don't even know that they qualify for a home, and they don't even realize it. You can put as low as 3.5% down on an FHA loan with usually about a 640 credit score or above. The better credit score, the better interest rate you'll get. So you can talk with a lender, see what you might be able to actually afford, and then if you're willing to, you can have a couple roommates move in, or even maybe have a garage apartment that you live in and some people move into the main house, and then they pay you to stay, and then this is gonna help pay your mortgage down already. You might even end up living for free or being paid to live there for 1 to 2 years. Now, if you do this every 1 to 2 years, you'll be able to start building a small empire like this using the owner-occupied loan. You can get up to 10 of them like that. Only 1 FHA at a time though. If you buy in short-term legal zones, you'll be able to put it into a short-term rental a year after that. You can do whatever you want with the property, and you can eventually write that debt off of your DTI for about 75% of what the property brings in income-wise. That way you can keep buying more property and not get as caught up in the DTI drama. I don't know why I called it the drama.
What is the hot gossip? Tell me everything.
If you can increase your income, obviously, which all of us are trying to do, then your DTI will even go down further. This is something a lot of people struggle with, including myself. And I'm even just working out the kinks now and learning some of the ropes about buying this and then going to the next place. Your best friend in this is going to be your lender and your realtor. If you don't know a lender, ask a realtor. They probably know a lot of them. There's a ton of lenders out there that are very, very good. And if they can't answer some of these questions and aren't willing to walk you through the steps, keep interviewing some other ones because they definitely aren't giving you the information that you really need. I'm sure there will be extended car warranty level videos still made about this topic. So keep doing your research because I know it can be very successful for a lot of people. Even if the Airbnb market is slowing down, or short-term rentals, if however you want to call it. It's crazy how they became known as Airbnbs. It's kind of like how Uber is. You can't call it, I'm gonna take a Lyft. And then people are like, what is that? And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna get an Uber. I'm like, okay. In the meantime, you can figure out if rental arbitrage is truly for you. I know one thing that is truly for me, this Panda Express that's waiting for me. I'm out. See y'all in the next one. Peace.